Hey y'all, Danny here. Call me what you want as long as it's respectful. I have not did a collective video in a very long time. My thing now is doing like YouTube shorts, so please subscribe, leave an emoji or a comment, do something. I have been trying to hit 1,000 subscribers for a very long time now. So, but I'm not really consistent. I only come here when I'm led to come here. Um, so yeah, let's hit it because I just did went on my other platform, that Tickety Talk platform, and Spirit was giving me something about like contemplating, like sitting and thinking, drinking, overly drinking. They was giving me like decisions of course need to be made. I say that in all of my videos because that's a everyday thing, making decisions, choices, choosing what you want, but being very wise about it. The Seven of Cups is about looking really closely at the fine line, looking closely before you decide, weighing your pros and cons and things of that nature. And I feel like this whole holiday has to do with yay or nay. Do I want to go? Do I want to stay? Do I want to kick him or her out? Do I want them to go or stay? Do I want to make this more of a relationship? Do I want a title? Do I want to be single? I feel like it's a lot of questioning your soul, questioning your soul, which is good because when you question yourself, that means one, you take an accountability of the things you're doing. Two, when you question, that means you're curious and you want to find out. So I love all of that. I don't want you to stay in a doubtful area. I don't want you to stay in a questionable state. I want you to just take that leap of faith. I want you to pray on it, which you have been, because that was this morning's message. Because Spirit kept giving me that song. I want to thank you, Heavenly Father, for shining your light on me. Sometimes I'm a singer, sometimes I'm not. Don't judge me. Love me. And not just my body. Right when I'm singing that song, I'm feeling sex, lust. So maybe you've had that. 10. I'm turning my computer on, y'all, just so I can get some more light in here. So I do feel like sex and lust is in the air. I love that. You human. Kudos to you. Um, but if you need to make a decision about this person, then you need to do it. You can't just keep giving your energy away for free. Okay? Spirit. So I was shuffling these cards. I asked my guardian angel to come in. Thank you, everyone who is here. My spirit team is here, and I asked them to give me accurate messages for the collective, for whoever's watching. They're giving me lots of vegetables, so maybe someone is either vegan or you're eating more vegetables. You're having more bowel movements, or you need to do that, one or the other. You choose, right? It's about making a choice, right? So right here we have the Three of Pentacles. Sorry. Look at my screen. It's black. And I'm just hearing this noise. So um what was I gonna say? So the Three of Pentacles is about building. It's about either rebuilding. You could be rebuilding with someone, because earlier the Six of Cups came out. The Six of Cups is about nostalgia, somebody coming back into your life, so you could be rebuilding. That could be with just a friendship or with a woman or a man. It's totally up to you, your situation. Rebuilding is good if you have a stronger focus, if you have your foundation, if you have your boundaries. Rebuilding is great, you know what I mean? Because we all new people. Every day we're a new person, you know what I mean? Knowing what you want is even better. But Three of Pentacles is about building a home. building on um your business ideas, sit in collaboration with someone, you know what I mean. Three of Pentacles is my spiritual support card, you know what I mean. So I love that. I love that. Earlier I got the Three of Pentacles mixed up with the Three of Cups, but I'm wondering if I'm really getting it mixed up, or if spirit is saying you are celebrating with family and friends, which is the Three of Cups. You're going out instead of cooking. You're having a good time, and you're collaborating and networking, and building. You know what I mean? So, and something about a team. Maybe you building with a team, or you need to do that starting next week or after this vacation. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So we got the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. This right here is saying you building on a foundation where you need to let something go. You need to change something. This is going back to the drawing board, letting the old stuff go so you can build the new stuff. Okay, and that's in a relationship, you know, letting baggage go. That's in a real business. You can't, if you have an old business, you can't do a new business on old ways or old foundation. You got to start new, you know, and that's okay. Starting over is okay. So that's another message. I feel like a lot of people are starting over, and that could be in a relationship, that could be with money, finances. Starting over, as long as you got a day and you wake up and you open your eyes, you can start over whenever you choose to do that, to do so. Um, and I'm feeling, oh, I gotta turn the fan on, y'all. This do-rag is hot. Yes, this is my magical casing with all my magical, I was going to say my magical junk, but I'm not going to call it junk. But this is where I do all my readings and my energy work and things of that nature. So don't judge. um, let's see. Spirit, talk to me. What does the collective need to know? What's going on in their energy? Talk to me. What's going on in their energy? They're giving me the word spare, so you might have to spare somebody's feelings, maybe not hurt them. Maybe if you need to have a conversation and you might have to spare somebody's feelings, like something like that, something about sparing somebody's feelings. You got that vibe, vibe, vibe. Maybe somebody sings. Maybe somebody who's watching this, you sing. 8 minutes on the clock. Now, why don't you look what I bought. Ooh. Um, I just linked my whole face on the bed. Now, I hope my nephew is not watching this because I bought him this for his Christmas gift. If you are watching this, Darren, Merry Christmas. So this right here is a professional condenser microphone. It comes with the whole thing. I bought it off that Tickety Talk shop. Um, so he's a music producer. He's the music man of our family. So I bought that for him. So if someone on here sings, why don't you, for like a hobby, you get something like this. It was super cheap. It was maybe $40. And you just play with it and see what you could come up with. And then that hobby can maybe turn into something real where you can start streaming and you could just take your singing to a next level. And that singing, rapping, dancing, whatever you do. Spirit is saying it's time for you to shine, okay? It's time for you to shine. Here we go. I am feeling like that was the Four of Wands, and I am feeling like new home. Um, New home, new home, new home. That's what I'm getting. Either you looking for a new home, or a new home is coming in, or you praying on a new home. And that could be an apartment. That could be whatever you want. A movable home, anything. Spirit, talk to me. I feel like a lot of people think about like living out of their car or their van. That's the new thing now that everybody's doing, which is really working for people. You know what I mean? It's a little harder when you have kids, but if you have a van or RV, it'll work. Spirit, you can do anything you want to do, but you still got a plan and you still got a budget. Spirit is giving me there's a lot of ideas, a lot of creative ideas, a lot of things that people want to do, but it's not gonna fall in your lap. You got to still put the work in, okay, and not the half-ass work. You got to do the full work, y'all, the full work. Okay, even if that means going back to school, getting a certificate or whatever. Sacrifice. You got to sacrifice some of your time or some of your energy to like put into going back to school or getting a certificate. You got to sacrifice for the longer goal, for the 2027, not for your 2026. You got to sacrifice. Spirit, talk to me. What else you want them to know? What's going on in their energy? What's going on in their energy? Did I say happy Thanksgiving? It is the night before. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. It is 11/26, and happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is. My niecey Pooh, her birthday I think is tomorrow. I'm hitting you up. I'm gonna call you, niecey Pooh. I love you. Here we go. My Sasha Fierce. I love her. Here we go, y'all. Spirit, talk to me. What's in the energy? They're giving me full of doubt, full of questioning yourself. They're giving me full of, I don't know about this person. They're giving me a lot of unsurety. And I also said that on that other platform. I did a 10-minute video and the cards was okay. The cards was kind of good. But it was so filled of doubt and curiosity, which is good. Contemplation. I don't know. Like, if you sit in that energy, you're telling the universe that's what you want. So the universe will keep you there. So you can't blame it on God. You can't blame it on source. You can't blame it on nobody but yourself. You gotta let something go. You gotta let procrastination go, okay? And this is not for everybody. I'm hoping that this video won't last long. Spirit, talk to me. What we got? We got the Magician in reverse. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The Magician is about you holding the key. You are in the spotlight. It's about you having all the talents, all the skill set, all the everything, and you utilizing that. When it come in reverse, it's like you hiding behind the shadows of that doubt. But that's because something is weighing you down. You got to let something go. And you got to take care of your finances, y'all. I don't care if it's $20 a paycheck. Save it. Put it away. All right? And I feel like, y'all, you got people around you. Not saying that this is good or bad, but maybe you got a good support team, which is good. But maybe you just around a lot of energy that's holding you down. I don't know. Maybe you're around a lot of energy that's taking up a lot of your time and your thought process or something. I feel like some of you could paint or draw. Yes, and this Four of Pentacles is just like you holding on to dear life. That could be something with health, but I'm feeling like you holding on to something that you got to let go of. That could be a limited belief, a belief system. Oh, I'm so sick. Oh, I got this, I got that. Oh, the more you say it, the universe will give it to you. Because the more you say it, you're really saying it to yourself. You're really putting it in your DNA and you're making it stick. You need to just reverse that. Spirit, talk to me. What else is in the energy? I feel like with this has a little bit to do with a relationship. You gotta let somebody else go. But I feel like you could have like some girlfriends or some guy friends who's telling you like, yo, you need to let this go. You know what I mean? Or you might like someone else. There could be a third party in the mix. Spirit, talk to me. What else is in their energy? I'm feeling like floating on a cloud. So you could be smoking, or maybe in a dream you felt like you was floating on a cloud, or maybe you saw that or something like that. The Knight of Wands, again, this came out on the other platform, the Knight of Wands. I tell people the pages are the young people in the deck. The pages, you're still learning, you're making a lot of mistakes. Your pages, you're young, you have all this creative ideas. Nothing might be going right because you're still learning, you're working at it. If you are a page, if you are a knight, you're also still learning, but you've been through a lot of downs. You know, the knights are right there in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So you're still learning, you're still moving. You learned a lot of lessons, you're implementing them. Boom, boom, boom. The knights is good, but you still got some learning and some growth. Some growth. You know what I mean? To fulfill, to keep growing. You know what I mean? Anyway, none of us ever stop growing. But I think you know what I mean. You know what I mean? And it's right under the Three of Pentacles. So maybe you are with a team or with people or a person who's teaching you how to grow and helping you grow in your field, or just with your soul's journey. Wands has to do with passion. What is igniting in you? You know what I mean? But as a knight, you're still trying to figure that out. You know what I mean? Spirit, talk to me. What else is in their energy? What needs to go under this Four of Pentacles? It always falls so far. Alright. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. And it's right under the Four of Pentacles. It's like the Four of Pentacles is about letting go of something that's not serving you no more. But it's almost like you can't see that. It's like you can't see that. You see the blindfold? Like you can't see that. You trapped in your head. I don't know what to say to you. Spirit is giving me what is in the energy right now. So let's wait until Spirit gives us some advice. Spirit, what's happening with this Magician in reverse? What else is in their energy? Why is this Magician in reverse? And Spirit is saying something about finishing something. You need to finish something. That could be a test. That could be schooling. That could be a conversation. That could be food. You need to, if you started something, you need to finish it. That could be a regimen, or a routine, paperwork, artistry, something that you started, a song you started and you never finished. You need to get back to it. Believe in yourself. That's what they're giving me. You need to believe in yourself. Ten of Swords, because the old you is dead. The Ten of Swords, that means the old you is dead. And it's right under this Magician in reverse. So this is not for everybody. Just right now, I'm feeling like this for someone or a group of you. Things are not going in your favor. Some of you are feeling really down, really low, because things are not going in your favor. But usually I tell people that is when a tower moment happens and when there's going to be a breakthrough. The sun is going to come out. I promise you. You will feel like your youthful self again. Something's going to happen. But you know there's always a but with that. But you got to keep going. Keep striving. Don't stop. You know what I mean? Keep working hard. Keep moving towards your goal. Stay in your faith. We got this too. Now, when I had this card on the other platform, it came out in reverse. It came out like this. The Three of Swords in reverse is about healing. It's about feeling better, getting better, putting things out of your mind because your heart is starting to heal. Less tears, less crying, seeing the sun, seeing the happiness on the horizon coming towards you. But when it comes upright, the Three of Swords is like a new heartbreak. The Three of Swords is like something on your mind. You could be grieving. You could be feel like it's some type of loss. Some type of loss is happening here. But what I tell people, you see the back of this card? Let me show you again. You see the rain? It's not going to rain forever. It's not going to rain forever. 3 is my magic number. I told you 3 is about spiritual support. Okay? All right, Spirit. What's the advice here? I don't want to be 20 minutes. What's the advice here? I feel like someone's looking at a car or needs a car or wants to buy another car. As long as your budgeting is correct and you can say, okay, I can buy a car in the next 2 months, then do it and budget the proper way. And don't try to get nothing out of your means. Stay within your means. Or someone you know is selling a car or something like that. What's the advice for all of this, Spirit? What's the advice? I want to thank you. Knight of Cups. Again, this is a knight. Someone who's growing through love. You know, learning to love themselves. Taking themselves out on a date. Buying themselves a drink. You know what I mean? Feeling good about themselves. Because you're continuously climbing the ladder of growth, of spirituality. I love that. Things are starting to happen for you. Like spiritually, I got off that card. Things are starting to happen for you spiritually. Your third eye might be open. You might be seeing colors. Auric fields you might be able to see. They're giving me the body. Something about the body. Body. Something about the body. What's the advice, Spirit? The Emperor. You are the Emperor. You are the strong one. You are the survivor. It don't matter if it's of anything. You are the survivor. Okay? The Emperor is a strong card. You could be in law enforcement. You know what I mean? Security. You could be the what do you call it? The breadwinner of your household. You are the emperor or the empress. You are. Even if you don't feel that way. But you got to walk in that strength. You got to walk in that confidence. You got to know. If you don't have the knowing, then it's going to take a long time, y'all. It's going to take quite a long time if you don't have the knowing of who you are, who you truly are. And I have to say, I have learned a lot about who I am, good and bad, you know what I mean? But I'm walking in my purpose. I'm walking in who I know I am, you know, and will I get better tomorrow and the next day and the next day? Yes, I will. You know what I mean? So, and these are the things that you have to say to yourself. I feel like you know that you are the head of your household and you are the emperor, but I feel like there's a weight on you somewhere. There's some type of weight on you. Fix your crown, boo. Fix your crown. Spirit, talk to me. What's the advice? And something about giving somebody a chance. I don't know. Something about giving somebody a chance. Now, if that's a romantically giving somebody a chance, I tell people take your time. If you still was confused, I don't know if I want to give this person a chance. Spirit is saying give the person a chance. Because at the end of the day, it's a lesson for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But you don't got to dive in and marry the person. You know what I mean? Just go out on a date. You know what I mean? Or take the next step, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? Stop being so hard on them and on yourself. Queen of Cups, use your intuition. Use your intuition, y'all. Listen to the signs. When you see the signs, look it up. Do the research on it. Stop and see what you're feeling when you see the 222s, 1111s, the cardinal birds, the change on the floor, the feathers. When you see these, when you seeing all these little signs from the universe, stop and see. Say to yourself, what am I thinking about right now? What am I feeling right now? All right? We got the 4 of Wands again. Remember, I saw this earlier when I split the deck. That's a new start for someone. It's a new start for 2 people or for someone. There's nothing really to say there. You know what I mean? Spirit is saying start. Give the person a chance. And if it's not a person, give your situation a chance to get through whatever you going through. Give your situation a chance to grow. Okay? The only way you could do that is with prayer and the knowing that it will turn around. Okay, but the Four of Wands is a new home. It's a new threshold. It's a new start to abundance, to happiness. I am getting the name like starts with a D. It could be Derek or Dalen or Dean, Dimitri. Nine of Cups. I've been doing these readings for the past 2 days, whether it's on the other platform or this platform. And this keeps coming out. A lot of these cards keep coming out. The Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is about abundance. It's about happiness. It's about a wish fulfilled. Something you've been dreaming about. Something you've been wishing on. Something you've been praying on. I want to thank you. Any more advice for my people? Keep going. Keep going. Head up. Chin up. Keep going. They're giving me something with the military. So you could have had somebody who was in the military. Your grandfather could have been in the military. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is, and look at you got all the knights. This is showing me that you or somebody that you know is still growing. Yes, you can give them a chance, you know what I'm saying? But you could also give your situation a chance. Or you could give yourself a chance. Or you could be the Queen of Swords and cut all the bullshit out. But you got to make a decision. There's a choice that needs to be made here. And you need to live in your power is what I'm getting. All right. The Knight of Swords. The swords have to do with the mind. Then the mind is about communication. All right. But you need to have intention. The mind, communication, intention. All right, I do feel like somebody's, I don't want to say watching you, but somebody has a crush on you, really likes you, trying to you know, get with you, give you their number, take you out, something like that. That's not for everybody. That's for some of you. We have the Page of Wands. This is a small, again, a small passion, a small opportunity. Usually the Page of Pentacles is a small opportunity, but I'm getting off of this Wands that this is something small that you thinking like I can do this entrepreneurship. I can open up a business. I can make a t-shirt. I can do this. I can sing a track. I can sing a hook. I'm just giving you really bad examples, y'all, but this is something within you saying I can do that. It's small, but there's a flame there, and Spirit is saying act on it. Act on it. Make it grow. Build on it. Do the research. Write it down. Give yourself an entire year to really like dedicate yourself to whatever this small, passionate opportunity might be. The opportunity might be an opportunity you give yourself. It doesn't have to be an opportunity like a job or something like that. It could be you saying like, this is an opportunity for me that I can make. You know, you understand? I hope that makes sense. And I'm getting like, you need to do some glamour magic, or you need to just be more confident in your looks and or in your who you are. That the confidence is really low on the scale right now, and I need it to be through the roof. All right. Any other advice? Last minute advice for these people. The Empress, like I said earlier, you are the Emperor or you are the Empress, all right? The Empress is about abundance. It's about abundance. It's about lavish living. Even if you're living lavishly in your head, make sure you watch your money. But you should walk and talk like you lavish. You want to be rich, you should walk and talk like you rich. You should only be in the room with the rich. All right? Use your imagination. That's another thing Spirit is talking about. You got to utilize your mind. But people think by utilizing your mind, that's only like utilizing it in like with work and with the kids. Like, use your imagination. Create your own reality through your imagination. The bottom of the deck. What is this? I feel like this is the Six of Wands. This is victory. The Six of Wands is about victory. It's coming, y'all. Spirit, give me. They're giving me something about April. So if you don't see results in whatever it is, dating, entrepreneurial, your job, a raise, or something, they are giving me something the months between like April and June. All right, don't just hang on. Okay, the hanged man. You feel a little stuck, a little trapped, or whatever, but you could get yourself off of this. Nobody should keep you stuck or trapped or anything like that. You are keeping yourself stuck or trapped. That's a choice. All right? All right. I got these cards. This is Wise Witch Oracle cards. We got 30 minutes on the clock. I really want to get out of here. And let's see what comes out. Spirit, can I get 3 for the collective, please? 3, something about herbs. So you might work with herbs. This says companion. Listen to your inner voice. Your spirit guides is there to assist you. That's right. You might have a cat or a black cat or a black and white cat. Whiskey or whiskers or something like that. It don't have to be. I'm just saying. I see it, Spirit. Thank you. Manifest. That's right. Mix your intentions with. What does it say? Mix your intentions with care. Craft your desires into reality. That's what it says, y'all. Mix your intentions with care. Craft your desires into reality. Maybe I didn't see the period. Manifest. One more, Spirit. One more. And of course, the bottom of the deck. We got 2 more. We got protection. That's right. Create a safe space within this circle. You are protected and empowered. I love it. That is our witches symbols. The symbol, that's right, of all great, powerful women. Not just witches, women. All right? And we have serenity. That might be your name. Find serenity in nature's embrace. Nature is your sanctuary. Go out and take a walk is what they're saying. But don't just take a walk. Feel the air. Feel the leaves. Feel the trees. Things of that nature. Down here, I told you about your third eye. We have visions. Look within for answers. Your inner visions hold profound insight. Boom. And I do feel like after this little Thanksgiving break or whatever, or maybe during this break, there will be clarity. I see clarity for everybody. Clarity on your situation. The keys are coming. Something about keys. You hold the keys or the keys are coming, okay? Guidance. I keep talking about spirit guides and your guidance. I love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I love you. I love you. I love you. I hope you took some messages from here. Please leave a comment and press subscribe and get me to 1,000 subscribers, y'all. I love you. I'm going to go live one of these days. Love you.